All right there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Lovely to see you. It always is. Sorry for the lack of content. The past few days, I took on some night shifts and completely took it out of me. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have done them. We didn't miss much. 2 games. Bronze medal game. Musetti got that done. And dead quickly, we'll touch on this. How good was Djokovic in the final? Absolutely flawless. Fair play to him. You can't say nothing about it. He more than deserved that win. Absolutely amazing. You know what? It may just be me, but that could have been, or if it weren't the one, it was most definitely one of the best performances I've ever seen. Not only from Djokovic, but probably on a tennis court. Like I said, flawless. Fair play to Djokovic there. Back on business officially in the Montreal Masters. We've got a mad month, crazy month ahead of us here. We've got Montreal. We've then got the Cincinnati Masters. Little bit of a cool off at Winston-Salem, US Open. Finish with a bang. It's going to be great. Plenty of opportunities for us here, folks. You know how we do. Look, before we get into them, the order of play is literally coming out and filtering through as I'm doing this video. So there's a few well, I've got 5 here. I know there's still some games that are carrying over from qualifying, so not as many as we thought from round one. But if the ATP website and Tennis Explorer is telling the truth, I think we've got all the games that are going to be going tomorrow. So I did have a treble sorted, but I think it's going to be split over the two. We'll see what we can get for today. The first one that's going ahead, Lorenzo Sonego, Italian Greek sport. Oh, fuck me. Like the video if you would. Do yourself a favour and subscribe if you're not as well. How could I forget that? I'd appreciate it if you did. Yeah, back to business. Sonego and Greek sport. Head to head's 1-0 to Sonego here. Italian Greek sport 1.6 on the decimal. Both been pretty shit this year, haven't they? Especially on the hard court as well. Sonego's 4-8 is that? Sort of brightness here. 4-8 on the hard this year. Greek sport 5-6. Overall, telling Greek sport a lot more trustworthy on the hard court. Well better record. Where is it? 134 to 69, as opposed to Sonego's career record of 68 wins and 72 losses. Recently, I don't think we can trust telling Greek sport. As a matter of fact, we know we can't trust telling Greek sport at the moment. He's won 3 of his last 10. He beat fucking. I was just gonna say he beat Tsitsipas in the Olympics, but it weren't Tsitsipas. It was Tsitsipas, weren't it? What is it? It's Petros. Is it Petros? His brother? Yeah, Petros Tsitsipas. Pedro Cachin, Daniel Galan. They are 3 of the fucking biggest bums on the tour at the moment. Oh, excuse me. They're awful wins. I'm sorry. Look at his loss. All right, Yannick Sinner took a set off him. Beat by Kekmanovic. Beat by Yannick Hanfman. Beat by Joseph Kovalik. Beat by Timothy Skatov. Beat by Vitaly Sachko. Beat by Carlos Alcaraz. Apart from the first one and the last one, everything in between is absolute garbage there. Not impressed with Greek sport at all. Sonego's had a slightly better showing in his last 10. He's won, is it 5-5? Yeah, I think he's won. He's won 5-5 his last 10. He's beat Kekmanovic. He's beaten Avone on the clay. He's beat whoever, I can't pronounce that kid's name. That was in Umag. Got beat by Sarundalo in the quarterfinals. Didn't expect him to win that. He's been beat by Batista Agut, Max Purcell. A loss to Zverev and a loss to Zhang as well in the last 10. I would not be against you taking Lorenzo Sonego as an underdog based off sheer bad form on Talon Greek Sports' part. I wouldn't be brave betting it though. I really wouldn't. Like I said, you don't know who's going to turn up here. And if you just get average Greek sport, average hardcore Greek sport, should have enough in the bag to get past Sonego, in my opinion. Not an official from me on that. Certainly not an official from me on this one. Alex Michelson's playing Kai Nishikori. Fucking get out. Get out. 1.3 on the money, well, on the decimal for Michelson. Head to head's 1-0 to Michelson as well. Am I going? Let me just say this dead quick, then we'll move on. I haven't shat on Michelson a lot over the past few months. Like, I'm not going to say that, but let's just say this: I often don't really rate this lad that much. I will gladly hold my hands up and say Alex Michelson is, if anything, a little bit better than what I probably give him credit for. In fact, he's much better. He beats Nishikori, in my opinion. I'm just not giving it out as a pick. It's a decent little parlay piece. The Americans in the comments, if you're watching, let me know what you reckon on Alex Michelson. Me personally, if you're my age, according to the analytics, most of you are between 25 to 30. If you've been on the channel for a while, you'll remember. If not, Alex Michelson just reminds me of Jimmy Hopkins from that PlayStation game Bully. He just, if you don't know, go and Google it. If you do, you've got to admit this kid is just Jimmy Hopkins, and it just puts me off betting on him. Nonetheless, that's just a fucking ridiculous reason not to bet on someone. I think he gets it done. Couldn't talk you off taking him. Echeverry's playing Yari. Big no-go this as well. Look, I'll be honest with you, I haven't got much. Like I said, I didn't know what the order of play was going to be. I had the treble sorted out, but I think 2 games are going to be for tomorrow. So one of them still stands for today, but I'm probably going to have to sort out a double on the fly. It's not going to be in this one though. Nicholas Yari, Echeverry, heads 4-2 to Echeverry. I imagine most of that's come on the clay. Let me just double check. Oh, I'm just spot on. Yeah, every one of them's been on the clay as well. Beat them twice this year, is that? No. So Echeverry in Buenos Aires, so he had to pull out in that one, and he beat him in Monte Carlo Masters. That's right. 1.7 for Echeverry on the decimal. He's won 1, 2, 3, 4 of his last 10. Nicholas Yari has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 10. That was when he got to the semi-finals in Rome. That was back in May. Fucking August now, man. He hasn't won since the semi-final when he beat Tommy Paul. Been beat by Zverev, Corentin Moutet, been beat by El Chapo and Alexei Popyrin. Most recently by Alexei Popyrin, we watched that. Well, we didn't watch it, but we had a little word on that one in the Olympics. Echeverry, man, it's not on the clay, is it? This is why I'm not betting. If it was on the clay, I'd just take Echeverry probably, but don't know how either of these are going to do transition to the hard court. No idea. Both of them hate it, don't they? Let's have a look at the records. Where are we? Echeverry, hard court, career since he's been playing professionally for 10 years, 34. And what are the odds of that? 34 and 34. Got ourselves a 50-50 player when he's not on the clay. Nico Yari is a little bit better. He's been playing for an extra 2 years, 74 wins, 66 losses. It's not enough to split it for me. Echeverry or nothing. And I'm not picking that with much conviction. I couldn't split them two. Fucking hell, what have we actually got here? Like, Nuno Bojan Kekmanovic is rough. I would not be putting a penny of my money on Kekmanovic, even if it did. Let me know in the comments what you think on that one. I think Nuno Bojan could do him, especially on the hard court. We'll touch on Gabe Diallo and Karen Khachanov. 1.4 on the decimal for Khachanov. Obviously, these haven't played each other before. Diallo, this is his home tournament for those of you that don't know. How shit's Khachanov been lately, man? Fucking rough as well, you know, because last season or pretty much any other year, unless it's the finals or the semis, depending on where we are, Khachanov used to be an automatic bet for me. Automatic bet. He's won 4 of his last 10. So he beat Shevchenko and Cerundolo in Rome. Okay, beating Cerundolo. That was on the clay as well in 2. Decent showing. He's beat Sumit Nagal in the French Open. And he's beat Karatsev in the first round of Wimbledon. But did Karatsev pull out of that one? He did. He's been beat by Tabilo, been beat by Joseph Kovalik, beat by Alexander Vukic, beat by Sebastian Korda, um, beat by Quentin Hallis as well. But, you know, Quentin Hallis was all right for us, weren't he, a couple of weeks ago? We'll not say anything about that. Quentin Hallis is decent. The last game he played, though, this was in Washington. I watched this the other night against the South Korean lad, Hong. Kachanov got absolutely fisted by Hong. What was it, like 6-2, 6-4, I think it was. It was definitely straight sets. It's not loading. It's irrelevant. Take me word for it. He got absolutely pasted. And the first thing I thought was, oh my God, I'm going to fade the fuck out of you the next game. But it is the hard court. And he is playing Gabe Diallo, who is, let's call it for what it is, fucking challenger player. Challenger player. I'm not sitting here and getting too smart with it and going, oh, take Diallo plus the points, or take Diallo for a set or whatever because it's in Canada. This lad's just been beaten straight sets by Joao Fonseca. Say what you want. Can't beat Daniel Gallan. Can't beat Billy Harris. Can't beat Joao Fonseca. I don't think you're going to beat Kachanov, even if he's not playing at his best. I'd love to take him. Probably will. That could be the one. That could be the one. Although I most definitely haven't sold it to you there, have I, with that analysis? But come on. Come on. You know tennis. You know tennis just as much as I am. Kachanov should be getting that one done 10 times out of 10. The next couple, so according to the order of play, I hope this is right as well. Otherwise, this is just an entire waste of fucking time, innit? Fabio Madison's playing Pablo Carreño Busta. I love Carreño Busta, man. He used to be one of my favourite players. He got injured and we haven't seen him. I'm not going to say he's no longer one of my favourites, but when he was active, this guy was one to watch. He was so good. For those of you that know, you know, he's been around the block a few times, been around for a while. Carreño Busta was all terrain as well. With a name like Pablo Carreño Busta, you're probably thinking to yourself, that's just got clay written all over it. Not necessarily. All terrain. This guy's all terrain, mate. Really good on his day. That seems like light years away now, though. That seems like a lifetime ago. Carreño Busta's played 5 games this season. He's won 1 of them. The last time I seen him, if you vaguely remember, we bet on Roberto Carballes Baena to beat Carreño Busta. Was it Mallorca or somewhere like that? And he beat him. Lo and behold, Fabian Madison as well. He's 1.3 on the decimal. The fact that Fabian Madison is 1.3 on the decimal, considering how shit he has been this year, and especially in his last 10 games, speaks volumes. He definitely gets it done. He's beat Shevchenko, Montero, and Safulin in his last 10. He's been beat by Rublev, Hugo Humbert, Olga Rune, Lucas Neumeier, Jan-Lennart Struff, Vukic, and Yannick Sinner. All right, not as bad as what you think. And look, giving him some credit, he's took a couple of sets off some decent players there. He took a set off Sinner, took one off Struff, took one off Rublev as well, even though Rublev's been garbage. Can't take Carreño Busta in any way, shape, or form here, folks. His last win was against Popko in June in the Poznan Challenger. And then if you want to be looking for a win there, you're going back to October 2023 against Artur Cazaux in the Malaga Challenger. Fabian Madison, all day, every day of the week. I expect nothing less. I don't want to live in a world where Madison loses this game. It's fucking insanity if he gets beat. That could be the one. That could be the one. Let me know what you think so far. Would you prefer to go with Kachanov or Madison? Or both? Because I tell you what, we're definitely going with this next one. Holger Rune's playing Milos Raonic. We're getting Holger Rune at 1.5 on the decimal here, folks. Seems all right with me, that, I'm okay with that. Milos Raonic, we say it every time we mention him. We just can't trust him. We can't trust him. He's just been beat by Dominic Kepfer in the Olympics. I'm pretty sure on the hard court. Look, providing I'm right and Holger Rune wins this game, if we can't take Holger Rune in the first round, I know it's Canada and fucking say what you want. It's Raonic. Doesn't mean that much. It's not going to be that much of a deciding factor. The fact that this is a home tournament for him. Holger Rune at 1.5, I think that's as good as you're going to get him. If you can't take him at 1.5 in the first round, we're probably not going to be able to take him the rest of the week. We won't believe in it as much. Got to believe in this. Got to believe in this. Raonic doesn't beat him, man. He just doesn't. I know his serve's good and it's on the hard court, but you're going to get 2 full sets worth of fitness out of him. I'm not so sure. I wouldn't put my money on it. As a matter of fact, I'm not. I'm putting it against it. Holger Rune on the money line there, 1.5 on the decimal. Has to be. It has to be. That was what I was going with originally anyway, but we'll save the others for tomorrow. Right, we've got 2 more according to this, so we've still got qualifying games as well. We could pair it with a qualifying game. I think Mensah beats Borna Koric. I think Kokkinakis wins his game as well, so food for thought. We could pair that with Holger Rune. We'll come back to that towards the end. Francis Tiafoe, Alejandro Tabilo. Tiafoe was 1.6 here, he was 1.5. Money coming in on Tabilo, and I sort of expected it. Head-to-head, 3-0 to Tiafoe. I think 2 of them have been on the hard course as well. Tabilo's been well better than Tiafoe this season. Not only recently, but just this season as a whole. He has lost, so he's went 6-4 in his last 10, Tabilo. And I think Tiafoe has went the same. Yeah, 6-4. Look, Tabilo, he won. Where was it? It was in Mallorca. He won the title in Mallorca. Got beat by Fritz in Wimbledon. Beat by Berrettini in Kitzbühel. Beat by Safin in the Olympics. Fritz in Wimbledon. No shame there. Berrettini in Austria. Berrettini's been unplayable, so no shame there. Safin, all right. Could have been a bit tired. We don't know. This lad, we all know how good he is on the clay, but I feel like as a hardcore player, Alejandro Tabilo is fairly underrated, if you ask me. What is he this year? 9-3 on the hard court this year. Francis Tiafoe's 10-10. And I expected something like that because he's been so hit and miss. 19 wins, 20 losses on the season. Alejandro Tabilo, 32 wins, 15 losses all year. Been well better. Tiafoe did get beat by Corder in Washington, but Corder's just won that title, so can't say nothing about that. Got a loss to Nishioka in there, lost to Alcaraz in Wimbledon, which that went the distance, and a loss to Hijikata. Decent win, like I said, this is tough to split this, it really is. I'll take Tabilo for a set, I think Alejandro Tabilo, he's rested, he's more than capable of getting a set off Tiafoe here. Tiafoe's played a few games, well, more games recently than him. I'd have to take him. Tiafoe didn't go to the Olympics, did he? No, he didn't. It's Canada. He'll probably win. I'm not touching it. I don't really care. I really like Tabilo for the set, though. I think that's a sharp play. And look, according to this, the last one's going to be Davidovich Fokina and Roman Safiullin. So I've got nothing for that. Nothing at all. That's a coin flip, in my opinion. Davidovich Fokina's 1.7 on the money line, on the decimal. Head to head's 1-0 to him. Take heads for Davidovich for Kina. Tails for Roman Safulan. There you go. There's your pick. Right then, more importantly, what are we going for? What are we going for? This order of plays fucked me treble up, I won't lie, so we're going to have to do something on the fly here. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm definitely going Holgaroon on the money line. I'm definitely going Holgaroon. You pick the next ones. Either one or two. Let's try and get it to evens or as close to evens as we can. Plus money would be a fucking gem, fellas. But we'll take Holgaroon. Let's have a look at like Kachanov or Madison. Or, yeah, let me know what you think. Karen Kachanov, Fabian Madison. I'm toying with the idea of them two. It's going to be one of them two or both. Let me know. Or if there's anything better that I've completely missed, get it in the comments. Stick your best bets in there. The one official from me is definitely Holgaroon on the money line. Do your business, folks. Share with the group. Let me know in the comments what we're going for, and I'll pin it. Well, I'll pin my picks anyway, but come tomorrow afternoon, I'll have a little look. Whatever's got the most traction, whatever I like the look of, I'll pin that one. So we will then have our parlay. Sound good? Of course it does. Right, first round, free it. Don't go mad, folks. Don't go mad. We sift through the shite and we get locked in for round two, as always. Right then, sound. Once again, if you're still watching, I just want to apologise for the past couple of days. I know it's been a bit quiet, but that's on me. All day, every day for the foreseeable future now. This is a business and it doesn't stop. Okay then. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by, as always. Appreciate your time. Like the video if you would. Subscribe if you're not. Be cool if you did. Take care of yourself, folks. Take care of one another. Be safe, especially in the UK. It's fucking crazy. It's like the Wild West over here, mates. Innit? Don't be doing nothing fucking stupid. Be careful. Stay beautiful. Enjoy the tennis. Let's go get that cash. See you tomorrow.